All right, guys, in today's video, we're talking about how to make your golf swing feel easy and effortless. And one of the big keys to be able to do that is having a stable club face. So if you like solid contact, you like straight shots, far shots, and an easy golf swing, you're gonna like this video. We're back out here with Trevor Salzman. If you haven't seen some of the videos we've been doing, highly recommend you check those out. But today, Trevor, in this video, we're gonna be showing you two little drills and feels that we haven't done on this channel before. I saw Trevor do, thought they were super cool, wanted him to share with you guys. And so I see we have a balloon there.
Yep,
we have a line on it.
Yep.
And we have a tee. Can you kind of guide us through how we use that balloon, or how you use that balloon with your students so they can have that stable club face?
Absolutely. So the first thing that I use the balloon for, and why I've drawn a line around it, is so that this relates directly to what my spine is. So I want to be able to move my arms in the same direction and the same movement as what my spine's doing, moving them in one piece, in other words. So like if I put this in here, if I go firstly with my arms, these are not moving the same direction anymore. Or if I go this direction with my arms and I move my arms way before my body, there's no relationship now between this line on the balloon and what my arms are. So when we move in what we refer to as a one-piece takeaway, where the body is moving and the arms are moving with it, this balloon is still in the same line as my spine right here and my club face.
I was going to say, I hate to interrupt you, but it's like the line, excuse the rhyme, but the line and the spine working together is the key with that one.
Bingo, 100%. Because like what I see out of players, like we talk about our arm speed, body speed, is we start moving the arms very quick, and all of a sudden we get inside like this. Now the body starts to move, the arms never stop. Next thing we know, we're over the top.
Chaos.
Chaos, exactly. It's unorganized chaos, not even organized chaos. So what I really like to use this for, and why I choose to use a balloon over other training aids, is because I can gently rest this in between my forearms to where I do not have a lot of tension. So this is the main reason why I'm using a balloon here versus some of the other training aids. So you can see my arms are relatively very, very relaxed. My hands are very relaxed. And basically, I'm trying to keep tension off of this balloon. If I squeeze it tight, I can see that it's popping out like that. So it's another really good reference for you as players in regards to being tension-free, which actually I think really helps out a lot with face control.
Big time. So balloon with the line, we got to throw a logo on, and then we'll talk about that after.
Exactly, we'll do that. We'll do that next.
So if someone starts to practice it, your students working on that, and just so these guys, I mean, this balloon, this is just like just maybe a little bigger than a normal size little sports mini ball. You know, maybe 6-7 inches.
Just whatever fits in just underneath the elbows right there.
Got it. And when you're training this, Trevor, when that's in there, sort of seeing the line, it seemed like when you were doing that, the line was always pointed like kind of straight away from your body as you were moving. And then would you start when someone's training just like, hey, little half ones, keep the tension off?
Without a doubt. Like one of the things, like if you're a person who moves their arms and hands very early,
look at where that line of the balloon goes.
I might just start by doing this. Just actually learning how can I move my body and my arms together like this. Because being tension-free, my opinion, relaxing and being tension-free is a skill set. It's like, it's not just something that we do, and that's one of the issues that I think that we as coaches need to help educate players on. It's like we just tell somebody to relax. You've got to practice doing that. You've got to be tension-free. It's like if I hand you a rattlesnake and say, hey, hold this, relax now when you hold it. I'm not going to be relaxed. And that's the same type of thing when we've had issues in our golf swing in the past. It's like we tell a player to relax that shanked the last 75 balls they've hit. There's nothing relaxing about that.
Not happening.
And so this is where a balloon for me ties into that.
Love that.
Love that. So I'll put this right here. Like if I hit one right here, so I'm going to put this just below my elbows. I get the balloon in line with my spine, almost right in there. There we go.
And you're feeling like you're not squeezing that together in the first part of that.
Not squeezing it at all. So I'm going to hit some right here to where I never actually squeeze. So I'd just be here and here. So that's going to be my very first initial feels that I'm going to create with this. So this is me staying in more of a relaxing phase and a stretching phase in regards to muscle groups. Now what we can use this for our stability when we start working on impact, This is where we want to work a contraction. So as I get this down in here to where I get the shaft lined up, this is where I could start to see this contract. That's where I want stability. When the club is meeting the golf ball, that's where I want some stability. Does that make sense?
100%.
And so I could actually hit some as well now where I'm going to go relaxed, stretch, and then I'm going to put the gas on and I'm going to contract this more or squeeze the balloon. So I'd be here and I'd be right there like that.
And so it's like the easy and effortless part is really throughout that first whole motion. And then that squeezing, to your point, just to repeat what you said, is only kind of the through impact, the late downswing through impact part.
Exactly. It's down through the golf ball at the moment of truth.
Now, I saw when you were doing this, Trevor, too, you also added a little T.
Yep.
Kind of in the right thumb. You said the word for what that is. I don't remember what it is.
So the brevis muscle.
Brevis, okay.
Okay, so your brevis muscle. So if I'm going to hand you this for one sec.
Yep.
So I'll explain this firstly. So if I put my grip on right here, I'm going to put this T right here to where this is actually facing the golf ball. For me, with my grip, this works right here. Yeah. So now we can relate this again. I want the T to stay with my spine as I'm turning versus moving that away from my spine. Because now what I've done with the club face, I have this club face wide open, so I'm now having to add a compensation somewhere to re-square the club face up, which generally is over the top for a lot of players. Yeah. So I'm going to keep the T right in here. As I come down to impact, I'm actually going to point that T back at the golf ball. If I'm behind the golf ball, the face is open. If I'm in front of the golf ball, the face is closed. So this works as a squaring mechanism, but it's also, this is where I like to feel, again, if I'm going to create any sort of tension, and be very careful when we use this word tension, this is where we're going to create our stability in regards to impact. That might be where our grip pressure increases a little bit down at the moment of truth.
And would you feel it in that little part of your thumb there? That's
yep,
kind of where you're feeling it?
I feel it in between my index finger and my thumb on my trail hand.
So you'd be like a little bit, let's see if we can put these in together.
Yep.
You'd be popping this in there.
Yep.
And you'd be feeling very little tension of that, no squeezing early.
Yep.
But the line and the T are kind of straight away from us.
Exactly. We can see how the line and the T, do you see how these are moving together?
Such a good visual.
I'm not moving these separately of each other.
And then when you come down and kind of get through the ball, then there's some of the squeezing here, some of the squeezing there.
Yep.
And the line and the T are both straight away. So if you were to do like a bad version through impact.
When we see players who have a lot of forearm roll, who get this to look like that, so now this is no longer matching what my spine is doing for the rest of my motion, our reverse effect down at the bottom now starts to do this. So we can see, if we look at how much movement there is right here, our chances of being successful in squaring the club up are slim to none, and that's what we refer to as timing.
Exactly, and to the point of the timing, what we mentioned before about tension and easy and effortless, having a club face that's way open that you got to close a ton like that is not easy and effortless. It takes a lot of work and things you got to do. Keeping, and some of the parts Trevor talked about in his video too, is like, you know, as we're moving back and through, feeling like the club face stays pointed at the ball during the initial takeaway.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, keeping the club face square like that. So let's hit a little one with that if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
That feel okay there?
Yeah, we're good there.
Right. So we're feeling like that, squeezing that at the end, so and then the T in the line.
So I'm staying tension free to here. Impact, then I have a squeeze right there.
So good.
So I'd be here, tension free, and a squeeze.
I love that, dude. I think for someone who wants to have a more stable club face, a club face that's not rotating as much, you know, through the bottom area of the hitting zone, not have as much tension, feel more effortless. Gosh, I like that pretty much across the board, regardless of someone's swing style.
This is what I would tell you. This is a drill that there isn't a player on planet Earth that can't get better at this.
Yeah.
This is for every style of player, whether you look like Jim Furyk or whether you look like Tiger Woods. This is a drill that can work for you.
I love it. I love it. I think that's perfect for that. The solidness of contact you're going to get, the consistency, and how good it's going to feel through the hit. I think that's perfect. I think that's really, really, really good. If you guys have any questions about this, as always, you can leave a comment down below. We're going to link Trevor's info if you want to see him for in-person lessons, online lessons. You can see all that down below and give this one a try. I think it's going to really, really help you out. Thank you guys for watching.